Welcome to Module 6. You're in the game now. You've started the daily disciplines to instill the core foundations that are going to set you up to be and become an irreplaceable father. So let's take a look at the game now. What is the game exactly? The game is that you're committed to playing, which a lot of people always ask is like, hey, what's the meaning of life, Danny? Like, why did life happen to me? What is it? Well, the meaning of life, the meaning of being an irreplaceable father is of you committed to constant growth and expansion. There's a starting point where you have started this journey right now. That is your facts. There's facts that you need to deal with in your life, but that doesn't mean that this is where life ends for you. This is where it actually begins for you. So this is the game. And the more that we embrace this reality and we can map out strategic goals, this is what we call these goals that are going to be exciting for you. They're going to be optimistic. They're not going to be completely out of reach. So if this is your first time launching a business, you're not going to be Elon Musk next year. But you're committed to building a profitable business that gives you the right lifestyle. If you are employed, you're an employee, your goal is to be the highest paid employee in your position in your business. You're not going to go from an employee to now directing the entire organization all throughout, but you start with where you are and we map out strategic goals in every area of your life. We're going to look at your relationships. We're going to look at your business bank accounts. We're going to look at your spiritual being. We're going to look at your body, and we're going to map out strategic goals here for the next 12 months. So let's dive right in. Let's take a look at your irreplaceable father lifestyle. This is your life. Don't look at what your brother is doing right now. Don't look at your right or left and see what someone has accomplished in their journey as a divorced man. Look at yourself right now. If you're overweight, if your children don't even want to see you, maybe the starting point should be there. If you are upside down in your finances, maybe the time to start is right now. So what we need to do right now is to go back to our facts. You see that exercise you did about looking at your body, looking at your relationships, looking at your finances, looking at the state of your spiritual being, and you declared your facts. We're going to pull that out. So bring it out right now. And I want you to also go to the section here where you're going to have the handout for this specific section of the games. We're going to leverage some of this data to start mapping out our strategic goals. So tell me, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want for yourself and your relationship with your children? If you feel like this is the moment in time where you're looking for another person to complement you in your relationship, a partner who's going to love you and accept you as for you are, is that what you want? Well, this is the moment to get clear about what that person looks like. Let's look at the relationship with your children. Let's look at the facts right now. You've declared the facts and how you feel about those facts. Let's take a moment to slow down and ask yourself, what is it that I want with my children? What type of relationship do I want? And this is a special moment. I want you to put your favorite song in the background, playing in the background as you invite your creative juices so that you can get inspired, motivated. Again, we're not going to go from 0 to 100 overnight, but we're going to get clear. And you get to determine what that ideal life looks like for you. So let's write it down. The first exercise, let's start with your relationships. Let's look at the relationship with your children. What do you write down before? What are the facts? What do you want? Just write it down. Exactly how you want it to be. What children who love you, who connect with you, who desire you, who respect you. Where they see you and they look up to you. Every time they talk about dad, they're so proud of dad. They're constantly quoting what dad says, what dad does in a positive way. Is that what you want? What does that look like? Living with you most of the time? Or are they living with mom? Is there a good relationship with their mom and your ex-wife? I mean, what does that look like for you? This is a time where you get to write that out. So there's going to be some prompts in this handout. Take the time to look at that area of your life. Next area of your life is your business, your finances. You've declared your facts. You know what they are. And if you haven't completed the assignment, then this is a time to go ahead and complete that assignment, because this is not going to make any sense if we don't know exactly what your starting point is. You should know exactly, right down to the dollar figure, what your take home was in the past 12 months. How much you earned in your business? What was your profit in your business? How many hours you worked in your business? Did you even love what you do? Did you have the skills to become prosperous in your specific role, in your organization, in your industry? What is the play here? Now I want you again to think big and get inspired, but we're not going to become Jeff Bezos overnight. When I did this exercise the first time, I completely failed. The reason being is I was lying about my starting point to myself. I'm like, I'm going to grow a 7-figure marketing agency in 12 months. It actually took me a couple of years to get there. And the next piece I want to share with you is, this is the moment right here where most men get very unclear about what they want. They think they have an idea of what they want, but the answer should be very definite, right down to the T. In 12 months from now, I'm going to be at X revenue, my company, profits are going to be at X amount, my take home is going to be at this amount, I'm going to be working this amount of hours, I'm going to have this type of culture in my company, I'm going to have processes and systems that give 100% client satisfaction, I'm going to be enjoying life with my team. Think about that. If you haven't thought about that for a moment, this is time to do it. Now, if you're an employee, you're working for someone. Let's look at it. Are you happy with your current job? Are you happy with your current employer? And what's your next plan? Where do you want to go? What is it that you want here? And you see, this becomes the biggest pressure for a man. How do I produce? I got to pay child support, plus I got to pay for rent. I almost have 2 lives here. This is how I felt. I'm paying my ex, child support. I'm barely able to keep anything for myself afterwards. And you can't seem to find a way to get out of the struggle. So the goal becomes, is what do I want my life to be in 12 months from now? I'm earning this amount. I've gotten clear in my career path for the next 12 months. I've had conversations with leadership in my company and they understand exactly where I want to go. I'm in the right company, in the right vehicle that's paying me the right amount with the right benefits, and I'm moving forward. 12 months. That's all. Let's move into the next area. Your spiritual being. How do you feel about it? You look at the facts, you might be disconnected, you might be connected, you might be going to church every Sunday. You're wondering, like, how do I even take this to the next level? What does it look like? So for me, it was learning how to meditate, mastering meditation. Hey, I've mastered meditation. I can meditate for 30 minutes. I feel connected with God. I feel directed by God's voice every single day. I'm not only leading myself on a daily basis, but I'm able to lead others in my business, in my company. Like, what does that spiritual relationship look like? Are you dialed in, living on purpose, living on fire? What does that even look like for you? I'm waking up fired up, knowing my purpose in life, being able to pour from a full cup to my children. See, that comes from your spiritual being. I feel fulfilled, enjoy every single day, doing what I love to do, because my spirit is resting in God and trusting God in every single step. I want you to invite that for a minute. What does that look like for you in 12 months? Sounds like a lot. And the beautiful part, it doesn't need to be hard. The last part, let's take a look at your health. And this is one where men usually start. They either start in their business or their body. Body's an easy one. But what do you want your body to do? What do you want to have the ability to do? And that includes you diving into your sexual life. What does that even look like? You declare how you look at your body and currently how you feel about your body. How do you feel about your body 12 months from now? What does that look like? You see, and the whole thing about this exercise is as you start getting clear about what you want in your body, and you start to find the movement for yourself. Maybe you want to run a marathon for the first time. Maybe you want to go climb a mountain and be able to enjoy life with your kids and start to get athletic and build physical performance for yourself. And maybe you're going to start doing things that you haven't done before because of limitations in your body. Well, this is time where I want you to get clear about that. As you get clear about that and we wrap up this exercise, we're going to go back to every area of our lives. And we're going to define what's standing in the way. In your relationship, what's standing in the way? And I want you to take a look at your friends. I want you to take a look at your environment. I want you to take a look at your family. I want you to look at right now the state of your relationships. Who's in your circle right now? Who are you trusting with your life? Who are you trusting with your intimate conversations about how you're feeling every single day and what you're going through? What kind of information are they feeding you? And you're going to literally write down, this person is helping me get towards my ideal target, towards my freedom, to the top of the tower, or they're distracting me from it. They're leading me towards it, or they're moving me towards quicksand. I just want you to write it down. Do that for your relationships. Let's say we're going to do it for our business quadrant, finances. We're going to take a look at, for a moment, at your monthly bank account. What are the habits that you have right now? Are you gambling money away? Are you putting money away for certain habits that are unhealthy for you? Are you spending money on hookers, on drugs? Are you sedating yourself? Are you throwing money out every single day trying to get high so that you don't feel the pain and the void? What is it that you're doing with your money right now? Because you're making money, but where is that money going? So we're going to be critical for a moment here and look at everything. Is it distracting me? Look at all the habits for a minute. So print out your bank statement right now for the past 3 months to say, hey, this is moving me towards it. This is moving me away. Take out 2 highlighters, a yellow highlighter and a green highlighter. If you don't have highlighters, just mark a red X and a check mark. As simple as that. Don't complicate it. Don't complicate it. And what I want you to do here is find the trends. What are the trends? Very simple. You see, numbers don't lie. Now here's where you might find yourself. Danny, why do I need to do these exercises? Well, you want it to be an irreplaceable father, right? This is what it takes. And it doesn't need to be hard. You just need to get yourself into it, in the mood of doing the things that make up an irreplaceable father. A powerful man who knows where he's going, who's got relationships dialed in with his children, who's generating revenue, who's got what he wants and feels great about himself. He's clear on what he wants. This is what it takes, my friend. The next area, spiritual life. Let's take a look at, we're going to deep dive here. There's going to be quite a few things here. You might have addictions. Some of these addictions might be pornography for you. Unhealthy addictions distracting you, making you feel unsettled. You see, a lot of times the relationship quadrant might influence your spiritual being. It might be gossip. It might be like, hey, I've been running away from my calling. I've been lying to myself about what I know I should be doing, and lying to myself and acknowledging that. What are some of those items that are distracting you or taking you towards? And I want you to look at what you've done in the past 30 days. Just look at your habits right now. What does it look like? Don't complicate it. Just answer the quick questions here. And the next one, last but not least, is your body. Let's take a look at sugar, whites. You're eating too much bread, sugars, drinks. What does it look like on a day-to-day basis? Maybe you're very fit and healthy and this is already great, perfect, awesome. Just write out things that are moving you towards your tower, towards your freedom that you've been looking to reach. And now you have a plan. So let's recap for a moment. Okay, you are very clear into where you're headed. You're building your irreplaceable father lifestyle, and it's yours. Own it. When you look at it, print out the handout. Make sure that you write out the next 1 month. What does it look like? Then do the exercise where you chunk down your goals and look at your goals and say, how can I chunk this down every single month so that I'm moving towards my goal? What do I need to achieve every single month? Follow the exercise. Print it out. Fill out the exercise. Now I want you to take a picture of what you've completed and go to the community and post it there. And say, brothers, here's where I'm at. Here's my target for the next 12 months. Declare it. Own it. Share with them. I'm most excited about this. My main focus, yes, I'm growing in my relationships and my spiritual being, etc. My main focus is going to be this for the next 12 months. Take a picture, post it in the group, and as always, engage with 2 other brothers as they also are going to engage with you. In the next module, we're going to unlock the stack.